Happy Cinco de Mayo. That's right. It's Tuesday, May 5th. Another beautiful day for some baseball. We're going to be breaking down 10 of my favorite player props on the entire slate. We got two beautiful 5X plays built out for you guys. Then we're going to be breaking down my favorite players to hit a home run. On Tuesday, we got three that I absolutely love. Then we're going to switch over to the sports books where I'm going to tell you exactly who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here in the video. So make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now before we get rocking and rolling and breaking down all the free plays we have in store for you on Tuesday, this is the one we had on Monday that did cash. Make sure you're liking this video because we also cashed the sportsbook play of the day yesterday, but we need 200 likes on the video, and one of you will win $100 if and when that sportsbook play of the day cashes. All you got to do is like and comment below. And I do this every single day, never missing a beat. We'll be here all MLB season long and beyond. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you don't miss a free play drop. But honestly, with all that being said, the most important thing that you can do, you go down to the description, find my buddy Stan, get on over there because he's got ways for you to lock in all these plays for absolutely free. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. He's going to send you on over to the Stan.store where you can get bonus free plays every day, cheat sheets in the MLB, NBA, whichever is on. Also ways for you to build your bankroll and lock in these plays for free. Starting top to bottom, that big, beautiful golden W is exactly where you can get more free plays, all that good stuff, the home run plays, everything right on over there is a free Discord as well. Premium options for any of you guys that want to get in there and just elevate your game. But if you don't want to go in and pay for premium, this is how you can get it. Go down to the welcome bonuses. Use code FF8 on Polymarket. That's the one I really want to highlight. You can use any of these codes with any of these links, any of these apps. But Polymarket is truly my favorite one right now. Use code FF8. You get $20 when you deposit $20. You can lock in the sportsbook play of the day on there. And it's legal in all 50 states. We have been racking it up against them. They're probably going to kick us off soon, so take advantage before they run out of money to give you guys that welcome bonus. With code FF8, there's also millions of people waiting in line to get into this app. You skip that entire line, and you get that free 30 days of premium. Just screenshot proof that you did deposit using the code to the number below, and you'll be hooked up with a free 30 days of premium plays. Now, for the DFS, there's a couple that I really love, but we have to highlight Sleeper, the best promo on the market. A free $20, $100 deposit match, and higher payouts than everybody's favorite Prize Picks. And I have a Prize Picks. I like Prize Picks where you can bet 5 and get 50 with code FF8, but Sleeper just is a little bit better, and they have that amazing promo right now. And for the home run 3-mans, they are hard to hit, so why not protect it? Right now, better code FF8, and you will get $200 in sweat-free entries. That's right. If you lose that bet, you get it right back. All of these are worth 30 days in premium, so take advantage. Screenshot the proof. Send it to me so I can get you on in there so you can come eat with us on the side where we just cannot stop eating. I told you I loved today's slate. Things went swimmingly. Before we talk about anything at all, gambling involves significant risks. There's no guarantees of profit, and you can lose some or all your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. I just showed them all to you. I do receive a commission made through those signups. It's a great way to support the channel. Great way to build your bankroll. Great way to get that free premium. And a great way to support the channel. So let's get on over to the recap, and then we'll talk about all these free plays. 10 different player props we're going to be highlighting in this video. Just a quick recap of what we've done on the free channel and in premium. Yesterday, I gave you 2 5X plays. We came one player prop short from fully sweeping the video. We did cash this 5X. We had Herrera, Gorman, Freddie, Matt Olson, and Al Baez both went back-to-back in that game, cashing us out there. It was absolutely phenomenal to see. Loved that for us. 250 into 1125. This was the other one. Nico Horner did clear this line in the 9th. I was, fingers crossed, praying to every facet. I just wanted this play to cash for you guys and for the one that you'll see in a moment. But in Hap, I forget even who it was, some guy, some pinch hitter for the Cubs, hit a home run in the 9th inning. They won 5-4. We did not get our 10th inning magic. If you guys don't know, we've cashed a 58X, 37X, a couple of big plays like that in the 10th inning. We've had some 10th inning magic. Did not go our way this time. And Hap sold us short, getting 1 instead of that 2. But Aaron Judge, monster game, first at bat, home run. He was the home run play in yesterday's video. We had Jason Dominguez to have a nice game, Jose Caballero to have a nice game, and Nico Horner on that one as well. And as you can see, like I said, Aaron Judge was the home run play for yesterday's video. We did do a 3-man. I think 2 out of the 3, I gave out 6 total, I do believe. 2 out of 6 cashed, which would make that a net positive for all 3-mans. I'm fumbling, guys. We had 2 3-mans, 2 players cashed on each. You got to lock them in straight. You would have profited. But Aaron Judge was the one in the video that we went over, and he did cash. And then we had the St. Louis Cardinals plus 1.5, turning $1,000 into $35.90. And the books and everybody else have got to stop sleeping on the St. Louis Cardinals. They are playing amazing baseball. And if you're asking how those odds were so good, that's what Polymarket is. The odds are so much better than every other book. But then we had this juggernaut of a play, 75X. Now, I told you guys in yesterday's video, I love the slate. And I did. I love the slate. I think we got just about every single game correct on the cheat sheet. The Rockies spoiled a little bit of fun, losing by more than 1.5. And then the big one, the one that really pissed me off because we did have them in premium, but Tariq Skubal all of a sudden is getting surgery, and they just announce it and take him out of the game before the game. It's like it's surgery. It's not like he walked into the stadium and twisted his ankle. You knew that he was going to have to go to surgery. Why would you have him listed as a starter? Would not have taken the Tigers on that one, but got fooled, and we lived to fight another day on that. But with this play, it was beautifully crafted. Like I was saying, I love the slate, but the player props were a little bit tricky. Why? Not that I didn't know who was going to go over. It was just the fact of putting them together. It wasn't worth the squeeze. So a lot of the 4-mans that we usually cook up for 7, 8Xs were only 3, 4X plays. That is not worth the risk with player props, in my opinion. I'm not going to do a 4-man that's a 4X play. It's just not worth it. We need more. We need 6, 7, 8Xs on those 4-mans. So we took a lot of shots. We swung for the fences on Monday, and, well, we missed because Ian Happ here could not get to. Nico Horner did clear that one. We had that one beautiful. I thought it was going to happen. I was up and screaming at my TV, ready to cash this one out for you guys, but we fell 1 short by the hook. Absolutely horrible. He was 2 batters away from getting up again, and I think he might have actually got it done. He should have gotten it done before that, but it was just the suspense of it was daunting on that slip. So we had this one. Didn't cash, but we absolutely dominated the sports books. We had a 2-unit play on the New York Yankees. I love them in this spot. Schlittler looked amazing once again. Take it to the bank. 2,000 to win 3,000 on that one. Then we had 1,500, a 1.5 unit X play for the Tampa Bay Rays. We had a 1-unit play on the Dodgers going up against Houston. Would have been more, but the Dodgers been spotty lately. We did have the Cubs, so that walk-off home run wasn't for nothing. We did like them to win the game. They got it done in the 9th for us, 1,500 to 2,200. And then we did pair them together as well, 1,000 to 2,100. We had a full unit on this parlay. We did have a half-unit parlay that fell short because of the Tigers, and the Tigers were also a 2-unit play. So we did not sweep the sports books. We did very, very well, but the Tigers, man, I'm still, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit irritated that they said Skubal was going to be the starter, and then they didn't have him in. They did almost win the game. They lost 5-4, but it's just, come on, guys. Come on. I'm going to be mad about that for a couple days, but doing great in premium. If you want to get in, you know exactly how to get in there for free. Either way, get over to the Winnable, join the free plan. I'll be dropping a discount. Maybe I'll make a code SKUBALL for 85% off the month or something like that because I'm so irritated with him and that Tigers organization. But get over there. You know what? We'll do it right here. Tigers, 80% off for the month, so you can lock in with us and start cashing these slips like these. We're going to hit a 75X or a 58X this week, so do not sleep on it. Get on over there and get into the premium. Now, let's talk about all 10 of these player props that we love on Tuesday. And we're going to start off right here in this Philadelphia Athletics game. I love this matchup. I wasn't too big on it on Monday, but I definitely like the Tuesday spot, especially after the fact that it was a 1-0 ball game in favor of Philadelphia here on Monday. I do think that they're going to end up having a bigger bounce back going back home. They played the Marlins on Monday, 1-0. I think they're going to score more runs here against the Athletics with Severino on the mound, who's a decent pitcher. He's 2-2 with a 4.46 ERA, but he's nothing really to brag about. And Philadelphia is playing very well. I think both sides of the ball here are good options for player props. Sanchez is on the mound for the Philadelphia, and 2-2 with a 2.90. He does give up some big hits, but we like Bryce in this spot. 2.5 average there over this last 10, 6 of his last 10 as well. And the fact that he got the only real big shining star of this game with 1 run, but he was still able to score that run, get an RBI, 3 hits as well. Looked phenomenal on Monday. We like him to do a little bit more of the same here on Tuesday. Bryce Harper, 2 for 6, batting .400 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs against Severino. I expect him to have a nice game for us here on Tuesday. Does very well against the righties as well. .270 batting average. And Severino struggles to those lefties. A 5.16 ERA. I do kind of like Harper to go yard in this game. Think he can do this with 1 swing of the bat, but I definitely like him to get a hit or 2 and an RBI or 2. So we're taking Bryce Harper here in this spot over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Got to highlight the Mark G comment in the Discord just came through. He said that 75X was tough. Get us a big one for tomorrow, bro. You got us spoiled with all the big hits. Need another big win. I got you. We're going to cook one up for you guys tomorrow. 75X, we were 1 away. I'm going to have to cook up a 75 to 100X tomorrow and see what we can do, because I do once again really like the slate. Don't think that 4-mans will be worth it depending on how the books price them. We'll see what we got, but we're going for jugulars this week. I'm going to cash you boys out one of these days at a 100X. Hopefully it's tomorrow. We'll definitely get there. We'll probably end up just cashing a 50X, but that's how it goes. But we got Trey Turner over just 0.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We're not going to get greedy on this one. Do I think he can get 1.5? Absolutely. I think he can get on and Bryce can hit him in, and they both clear out here on this one. So would not be mad at you if you took him for 1.5. And we already know Severino with that 4.46. We already know Nico Horner 100% head-to-head against the Athletics. 6 of his last 10 clearing this line, 2.1 average in that span. He had a poor game against Miami. I mean, really the only one that had a good game was Bryce Harper, and we got some decent numbers here. He's 1 for 6, batting at .200. He's got a home run already, 2 RBIs as well. The right-handers, they hit more home runs against Severino. 1.1 home runs per 9 innings, 250 batting average as well. And Turner, against those righties, 298 batting average. All we need to do is get Trey Turner to get a hit. I have full confidence that he will do that on Tuesday. We got Trey Turner over 0.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and you can definitely play this up to 1.5. And next, we got Brian Reynolds here in the Pittsburgh, Arizona game. Now, this one could bite you in the butt. Both of these teams do have spots where they struggle, especially Arizona. But Pittsburgh has been coming alive as of late. That offense has looked pretty good. And Rodriguez on the mound, yes, he's 2-0, but he's got that 3.03 ERA that we like to target. Do think that there's going to be a good amount of runs in this game. Now, he has done this. Brian Reynolds has 5 of his last 10. Did not have a good game against Cincinnati. We're planning on him to bounce back. Another game that went 1-0 there. I do think more runs will be scored here on Tuesday. As you can see, the last 2 before that, 17 runs and 9 runs, and then 5 runs, but a 15 run game. We love that. We love runs being scored. And Reynolds, 2.5 average in his last 10 as well. Now, right here is one of the cream of the crop. 3 for 6, batting a nice 500. 282 batting average against those lefties. Rodriguez, he does do a little bit better against those righties, but remember, like I always say, grain of salt. 2.52 ERA, 2.21 batting average allowed, and 1.1 home runs per 9. Still not great numbers. And I fully expect Reynolds to have a nice game for us here on Tuesday. We're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And in that same game, a little correlation here for you guys. We're taking O'Neal Cruz, the best player, in my opinion, the best hitter on the Pirates. Brandon Loud has his spots, but O'Neal Cruz is an absolute beast, and we like him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's averaging 2.7 in this 10-game span. He's done it in 2 games back-to-back here. Even in that 1-0 victory against Cincinnati, he got 2 hits and an RBI, which we love to see. Another thing we love to see, O'Neal Cruz, 3.41 batting average against those lefties. Rodriguez against the lefties, 4.70 ERA, 1.2 home runs per 9, 281 batting average allowed. O'Neal Cruz could do this with one swing of the bat. We're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And staying right there in that game, we got Edimaro Vargas over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Really the only bright spot on this lineup, which is crazy to say because Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll are phenomenal baseball players. They're just not getting it done. And Vargas, he didn't get it done in 2 straight games. So I am predicting a little bit of a bounce back here in this spot going up against Chandler. I do think the Diamondbacks are going to put up a good amount of runs. Against the lefties, Vargas, 7.24 ERA. Chandler cannot throw to the lefties. 245 batting average. 2.6 home runs per 9 innings. That is absolutely atrocious. We're going with Vargas here. Think he's going to get a hit and an RBI. Like him to maybe even score a run. So we're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And now we got the other side of the ball in that Philadelphia game, because these 2 games that we're going over so far, I do think there's going to be a good amount of runs, and that bodes very well for this prop. Now, I did have somebody comment, why do you always do hits, runs, and RBIs? It's getting old, yada, yada, yada. Listen, man, this is the best bet in sports betting for baseball. There's all these other guys on the internet that are giving you total bases and hits and maybe even RBIs if they're trying to get fancy, but they do not cash like we do. Hits, runs, and RBIs in baseball is the best thing that you can take. Why? Because you can correlate it with another player, meaning if one guy gets a hit, the other guys might score a run, which means the other guy also got an RBI. It's the only way to really make money doing baseball, and that's why we make so much money doing baseball. We don't try to get fancy and take total bases and hope the dude can get a double. We don't do none of that. Also, I would take total bases all the time if walks counted, but they do not count. I'm not going to bank on a dude hitting a double or a triple or maybe even getting 2 hits for us to clear out. I'd rather have that runner on. We do very, very well with these player props. Not going to switch it up. So if you're looking for total bases, I'm not your guy. I can probably dig into that for you, but there's really no need to because we have so much success with hits, runs, and RBIs. So just wanted to get that out of the way. But we got Brent Rooker over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. 3 straight games against Cleveland. Now he's going up against Sanchez, who I told you gets hit a lot. Now he's only got a 2.90 ERA, but he gives up some long balls. Guys hit the ball hard off of him. I fully expect him to give up more than 2.9 runs here in this matchup. And as you can see here, one of my favorite things to see, a lot of you guys probably see this and don't take the guy. And that's why you don't cash as many slips. When you see 0-5, you got to know that in the MLB, it's very hard to get a hitter out 7-8 times. So I do think Rooker's going to have a nice game against Sanchez, get some revenge here. He's still gotten 5 plate appearances against the guy, so he knows what the guy can bring. Now, one negative that I don't really like is that against lefties, Rooker does struggle, and he's not having that good of a season. But as you can see, he's really starting to pick it up. Like even this trend here, we'll go back out to 20s. He was doing horrendously there. He had this one monster game where he got 10 against a bad Astros team. Did a little bit poorly again, but I do like him to start picking his season up. He's gotten 3 games in a row against a good Cleveland team. I think he's going to go on and build on that success. So if you wanted to stay away from one in this video, this would be the one to stay away from. As you can see, the data does not really indicate anything of the sorts, but sometimes you got to go opposite of the data. I know that doesn't make sense, but if you only went off the data, everybody would be able to win slips. And sometimes we go against that grain. So we're going with Rooker over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Next, we have Jacob Wilson for just 1 hit, run, and RBI. As you can see, all the data's here for this guy. 9 of his last 10. Absolutely on fire. Absolutely phenomenal season so far as well. And going up still against that Sanchez. And against Sanchez, 2 for 3. Not that many plate appearances, but he does have 2 hits out of the 3, batting a nice 667, 1 RBI as well. Does good against those left-handed pitchers, 297 batting average. And Sanchez against the righties, 331 average allowed, which is good for this prop because I do bank on Wilson getting a hit here for us on Tuesday. It's just a nice 0.5 play. We absolutely love this one. Jacob Wilson for just 1 hit, run, and RBI. And next we have Shea Langoliers here over 1 hit, run, and RBI. And you could play this man probably up to 2.5 here in this spot. I do like 1.5. I love 0.5. This play that we got at the end does have him as a 0.5, and it's still a 5x play. So we're going to go with the 0.5 here, but like I said, play it up to 1.5 all you want. 9 of his last 10, clearing this line. Just got 8 against Cleveland on the second. I fully expect him to have another big game here against the Athletics, 100% against the Athletics. 2 for 4 against Sanchez, batting that 500. Does good against the lefties, 385 batting average. Now, Sanchez doesn't give up too many home runs to those righties, but he does still have that 3.31 ERA, and I do think he's going to be starting to give up more home runs as this season progresses. He constantly gets shelled. He's very good at striking out, but he's also not great at keeping the ball in the park. So we're going with Shea Langoliers here for just 1 hit, run, and RBI in this game against the Phillies. And now moving to the Cleveland game, we got Chase DeLauder. We love him in this matchup going against Kolek of the Royals. Not too much data on him, but as you can see, DeLauder, absolutely phenomenal as of late, cashing this slip in 4 of his last 5 games and 4 in a row, 7 of his last 10. Averaging 3. We love everything we're seeing there. Now, against righties, 253. No statistical data against Kolek here on this one. But I do think that the Cleveland Guardians are getting a bit shocked here on Monday. I was kind of leaning them to win the game, if I'm going to be honest with you. Didn't take it. I believe we even took the Royals maybe plus 1.5 there on the cheat sheet. The Guardians, 6-2 loss in that one. I fully expect them to have a bounce back game. I think this series is going to do the zigzag pattern. We like Cleveland on Tuesday. We like the DeLauder to be a part of that. So we're taking them for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And Cleveland lost that game because their big players weren't coming up in big moments, and they've all had bad games. Steven Kwan went like 0 for 5. Jose Ramirez got 1 hit there. Believe it was like at the end of the game, meant nothing at all, and they lost 6-2 there in that spot. Now they get Kolek on the mound for the Royals, who is not as good, and we love Jose Ramirez to have a big bounce back in this one. He's 1 for 4 with a 250 against Kolek, 3 RBIs as well. Now, Ramirez against those righties does struggle a little bit with his average 187, but we're throwing it all out the window. We're taking Jose Ramirez over 1.5. I think the Guardians are going to put up more runs than the Royals. I think they win this game. And on top of that, Jose Ramirez is one of our favorite players to hit a home run on Tuesday. Call it a gut play. Call it whatever you want. Jose's going to go yard here on Tuesday. And here's exactly how we built it out for those 5X payouts. We got Rooker, Wilson, and Langoliers here. Langoliers for just that 0.5. I do like him for up to 1.5, if not more. It's not available yet. You can definitely add it to that, make it more than a 5X. But we got those guys all paired up together. And then Chase DeLauder and Jose for just 1 hit, run, and RBI. Just need them for 1 hit, run, or RBI. And I do think they'll have much more than that. I think Cleveland's going to have more success here on Tuesday for us. And then our other play, Bryce Harper and Trey Turner. Bryce over 1.5, Turner just for 1, and then Reynolds for just 1, Vargas for 1.5, and then O'Neal Cruz for 1.5 as well. And we do kind of like him for a home run. He's not on our home run play, but he probably will be on that cheat sheet. And I will be dropping a bonus 3-man for you guys over on Winnable, and he'll probably be on that one as well. So definitely like him to have a big game. Lock all of these ones in on Sleeper. Use code FF8, free $20 entry, and a $100 deposit match along with a free square, something like Shohei Ohtani under 99 total bases. So that way you're guaranteed to cash it and that free 30 days of premium. Now, this next one, I highly recommend that $200 in no sweat entries on better with code FFAPE. And again, 30 days of premium. And here is our 3-man in the MLB. I like Woods here on Tuesday, Jordan Walker to get it done. I kind of like the Cardinals to win again, boys. I do think that this team is very, very slept on. I think they're playing some sensational baseball. I do think the Brewers are going to make it a little bit tougher on them on Tuesday, but the pitching matchup and just the way the bats are for the Cardinals right now, I am leaning the Cardinals. I guess I'm giving you guys more and more free plays as we go on, but I am definitely leaning the Cardinals there on that one. And then we got Jose Ramirez to clear us out there. Big play, so make sure you use some sweat protection. Now, this last sportsbook play of the day, go over on Polymarket, sign up with code FFAPE, skip that whole wait list, get your free $20 and that free 30 days of premium. And here it is, Detroit Tigers against the Red Sox. They let us down. We had them on Monday. They lost by 1 run. Skubal was supposed to be pitching. He didn't pitch. I like the revenge spot here. I think that the Tigers are going to end up getting this series overall, and I believe Framer Valdez is on the mound for the Tigers, like him in this spot as well. So we like the Tigers here on the money line. If this one cashes, then one of you will win on $100 when we get those 200 likes. And that's all I got for you guys. That's it. It's Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo. I feel like I did a bad job getting my words out tonight, but I hope you found it very insightful and took something away from it. And let's cash another 5X. Let's cash both of those 5Xs. Let's cash our sportsbook play of the day once again. Let's have a Tuesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'll see you in the next free play video.